What else have you been to in the? What else have you been up to? In
because obviously you're in Japan as well.
Crane gaming.
Crane gaming.
Yeah.
This is your 4th time to Japan, you said?
It is, yes. We went to Osaka for a bit. For me, I've just been eating.
As you do.
That's all I do when I'm on vacation.
I'll have specific dishes I want to try. Like this time I tried, is it Yanagawa Nabe? Do you know that?
No.
Maybe I want to make sure I get it right. But Yanagawa Nabe, it basically, there was this, I got my list here. I got lists for everything, boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yanagawa Nabe is like
Yanagawa Nabe.
we had it like, it was like sardines and it was in like an egg and onion, like sort of like.
Looks pretty good.
It was really fucking good.
Where did you get it?
I don't remember where we got it because we've been to so many places. Because my strat is just I don't try to like pre-plan too much when I go to Japan.
Yeah.
I just know there are things I want. So I'm like, okay, I want to try Yanagawa Nabe. And I'll go, like, I'll literally just Google Maps it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just Yanagawa, because, it auto-translates everything.
Yeah.
That's honestly one of my biggest advice for people is don't worry too much about, like, I need to go to this restaurant at this place.
Yeah.
If you want to eat a dish, Japanese people use Google Maps and rate everything on there all the time, right?
Yeah.
And I found really good places just like that, normally tourists don't go to, right?
And I would.
I was going to say, there's usually more than one place as well for everything,
Exactly.
right? So,
Yeah.
I had a great experience. Actually, I will shout this place out specifically because it was just such a memorable time. I wanted tempura, and I was like, okay, well, what's like a good tempura place that's like nearby? And I just randomly searched tempura.
Okay.
And this place was called Wakataka in Shinagawa, and we go and sit down, and it was kind of intimidating because I don't actually speak Japanese very well at all,
right?
Even though I've been here like 4 times. And basically it was like the classic joint where it's like only Japanese businessmen, and like they're kind of looking at you like, why are you here, that kind of thing. And it was kind of awkward because they kind of had to move over to make room for us.
Right.
So they kind of like had to pick up their shit. And so we felt kind of bad. And so we sat down and we're kind of, and the menu is not in English at all. So we're like pulling out our phones and shit. I don't think this is it.
No, that's the Grand Prince Hotel.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I think it might be that one.
Yeah, Wakataka.
Is it on the station next to it?
It was.
I just saw it. It's next to it.
It's next.
Yeah, I think this is it. And so we sit down and then like we're just kind of pulling out our phones or whatever, and then we hear in perfect English one of the Japanese business goes like, you guys want to help or whatever. And it was just like, this guy was from Tennessee, like he's lived in Tokyo for like 5-6 years or whatever. But then the rest of them all and then we just became buddies with these 4 Japanese business people. And the tempura was really fucking good too.
Oh yeah.
And the guy, actually the guy was like a former pro wrestler too, and like,
oh shit,
what a random ass like life.
Yeah. Their tempura soft boiled egg was
that
amazing.
looks delicious, man.
They poured a good ass, like they were like, I think the business people were saying like, oh yeah, like they're professional beer pourers. Like they make sure like the foam is perfect or whatever.
The ratio.
Yeah, and it was a good ratio too. I was like, shit. So yes,
Are you a big beer guy?
Actually, no, because I'm not supposed to drink.
Oh, okay.
So for me, it's like special occasions.
Right. I mean, that's for if they're like, we
it's like
pour the beer perfectly, you're like,
yeah.
I got
Professional beer.
I have to try the beer.
Exactly. So when I was like, oh fuck, you're a professional beer pourer, I will have a beer. Or like my weakness is always like umeshu.
Oh,
I love a plum wine. Or if I'm at karaoke, I love soju. So I will indulge, but usually I'm supposed to like not.
Right.
But if I'm gonna have a fucking professional poured beer,
you can't say no to that.
I can't say no to that.
Get the ruler out to be like, oh my god, it's the golden ratio. The golden ratio.
Yeah. That's why for me, Google Maps and just like find a place.
Yeah.
There was one last trip. It was Kyoto. I don't remember the name of the place, unfortunately. I wanted to try like a specific tofu dish or style of cooking, and so there was this random ass one like up in a neighborhood, like in the hills or whatever, and we like trekked up there, And the old woman there was just like so excited. She was like, "Wow, how did you find out about us?" I was like, "I just literally Google Maps it."
That's a good method of, I think, finding cool spots as well.
Yeah.
Because I've never heard of that nabe type.
Yeah.
Like if you know an obscure food dish, that's
Right.
Because there's so many.
Yeah. So once I tried this, I tried Yanagawa Nabe. I tried Aburo Soba for the first time.
Oh,
that's
So fucking good.
which one did you go to though?
It was one in Ikebukuro.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
My favorite abura soba place is it's in Asakusa.
Oh, okay.
It's like on the outskirts of Asakusa, but it's so good.
I'll have to hit you up for
Yeah,
specific
I'll let you know.
restaurant recommendations.
When you said that the businessman spoke perfect English, I've had the opposite awkward interaction where I was speaking to a person who in Japan who looks Japanese.
Yeah.
I go, I don't speak Japanese. In like perfect English. And I'm like, is that just racially profile? But I mean, I'm in Japan, so like, if I see an Asian person, I should speak Japanese, right?
It's like, just give me this one, man.
Yeah. It's like I was like, I felt bad that I was like, did I just like hurt this guy's feelings as well? That he does he feel bad that now he can't speak Japanese, or like, am I the asshole? Like, I don't know what to do here. Like,
I mean,
what can I win in this situation?
You can't. Yeah.
If I speak English, I'm an asshole, right? So he goes like, see what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's true. It's not an unreasonable assumption. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I'm sure he probably gets that a lot.
Yeah,
Probably.
If he's working in Japan, unfortunately. But yeah. So you've been here for 2 weeks almost. Most of the time in Tokyo, or have you like gone
Mostly
around?
in Tokyo, and then just Osaka for like three days.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you've already done like in previous trips, like the big fucking tourist spots, and you're just like chilling out now every time you come back to Japan.
I'll still hit up tourist spots because I'm just a fucking degenerate weeb. So like I know Akiba is overrated.
Yeah.
But I only go. There's only 2 spots in Akiba I go to.
Yeah.
Like I've gone enough times where I know it's this figure shop and this figure shop.
Yeah.
So that's kind of nice when you go. I've been many times. It's not like, oh wow, and then you just kind of go around. You're like, all right, I'm here. I'm gonna go this one. Check what they got. I got a bunch of good shit. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's changed so much, especially because everything's kind of moving online now, where the figure stores aren't really the deals that they used to be.
Yeah, a lot of the figure stores are closed down now in Akiba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, no one comes in physically to buy these anymore.
Because if you know how to type the figure in Japanese, you can find any figure.
Oh yeah.
Like Mandarake has like everything.
Oh, dude, you go to Mercari.
Yeah,
It's just
Mercari
like,
too,
It's like
yeah.
half the price, and the quality's just
Yeah, because people are like, you know, as well, like now, most of the stores in Akiba that are on like, especially if they're near the main street, that sell like old retro video games, like if they sell like Nintendo 64 or SNESs, like a lot of the times they are marked up quite heavily.
Yeah.
Even though they seem cheap if you're from America or the UK, because you're like, this, you would never be able to get Nintendo 64 in box, full stop.
Yeah.
But on Mercari, you can get it for like, or Yahoo auction, you can get for like $10, like $20.
exactly.
I don't quote me exactly on the price, but around that, it's very, very cheap online.
I have some friends who are into retro games who are with me on this trip, and they were saying the markups were pretty bad. Like Super Potato.
Super Potato
Super Potato
is
is like way up.
insane markups.
well, because it's like the easiest to find store in Akiba.
Yeah.
And they know it.
and it is like the retro game store.
Yeah.
as well.
I still think it's cool to go to and show people like just 2 floors of all retro stuff. Like I think it's visually cool, but a lot of the times if you really want something, just look online. It's the sad truth of shopping in 2024, 2025, right? Just look online when you
But
found the thing you
there
want.
is a nice feeling just go into an area and just like not
Look,
knowing.
if it's like 200 yen difference, I'll buy it in the store.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly,
But like, if it's
exactly.
like, dude, they've marked it up 3 times, man. I just, and I also don't want them to like make money off this because I think this is a bad practice. Like
Yeah.
Like I don't want to buy. And then now they're all doing what they do in GameStop, where everything is slowly becoming plushies anyway in a lot of these game stores. They're like, what do you mean? Don't you want a Mario plush? Like, no, I want a fucking GameCube controller that's orange.
Yeah.
And then I'll hit up like Nakano Broadway and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a really good spot.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I got a really good. Any of you watch Hajime no Ippo? They this old man had there's a Takamura figure, and it was on sale, and I don't think anyone ever asked to find this figure.
Yeah.
Because there was another figure. I was like, oh, how much is that? He's like, oh, I forget exactly how much. But here's one that's half the price on sale, and it was a giant fucking figure of him too. So that was one of my good finds this time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
stuff
I
like that.
personally, I think you can find cooler stuff in Nakano Broadway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just because it's Akiba is sometimes very much on like the mainstream or the waifu kind of like
And
side
any
of things.
store that's
I've
like
always-
you go there, it's a wall of
Yeah.
you know, Demon Slayer,
Yeah.
One Piece. Like, nope.
Yeah, I've always said not gonna Broadway is like the hipster Akihabara.
I mean, it is.
You know?
It is.
The
There's
best
also
ones are
good
the ones that are
food.
just like fucking full of. It's just glass cases of random shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's
yeah.
just like a yard sale at that
Yeah.
point, right?
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
Because isn't it like they're like individual boxes? Are,
Yeah, that you rent out the
Yeah.
box.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like, oh shit, there's like a little figure I never see from a show. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what I'm looking for.
For sure.
And it's like sometimes you see a figure and you're like, wait, they made a figure from this show?
Exactly.
This show that nobody watched but me? What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Oh, I mean, this is one of my favorite figures that we have.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I have
that's-
this one.
that's a good
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
so good.
That's,
I've
a,
never
that's a
seen it.
weapon.
Yeah, and what was the other one that we found that was really cool? We found a lot of really cool
Yeah, well, I mean,
ones.
we sold.
I have
we
that
gave
Lego
a lot of them away.
sheet. That's a good one.
I like that other one as well.
Yeah.
Are all three of you figure guys?
This one
Like
was
figures?
sick.
Not
Oh, yeah.
so much
Not
anymore.
so much anymore.
I've just
mostly
run out of
because
space.
we've- Yeah, run out of space.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just getting older.
Yeah.
I'm appreciating figures less and less. I think I still like the really big ones. I think are really cool, and especially the craftsmanship that goes into making them is really impressive. But something like, like those $20 ones you get from the Crane game. I'm kind of indifferent
I
towards those
definitely
now.
get very picky.
Yeah.
I still buy figures, but
Yeah.
for me, it's not necessarily like the price matters. It's what it's from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine
so-
if you voiced a character as well, you're
Yeah,
more
do
likely
you,
to
do,
be
you,
like,
do you collect every character you voice?
100%. I specifically search for stuff that like so actually this trip I found some really good Ranking of Kings ones.
Oh,
So
fuck
like
yeah.
there was just like 3 of them there. I was like, fuck yeah, instant buy or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever I voice a new Pokemon, I'm always like, give me the Pokemon card.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So no,
He's gonna make your own case where he's like, this is
me.
This is all me.
Oh, I already have a section of my shelf. It's all the.
What a flex.
It's like
Yeah.
Nekomamushi from One Piece and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So,
Have they made Senshi stuff yet? Is that?
oh yeah, I got that Nendoroid coming,
Oh,
and I don't
shit.
even usually buy Nendoroids,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna buy the Senshi Nendoroid.
Wait, you went to the cafe as well, right?
Yeah, in
was
Osaka.
Was it delicious in Osaka? Was it good?
Which
it
cafe?
was they had a delicious dungeon like collab.
Yeah.
You know, I went to 2 different ones.
Alright,
I went to
alright.
one in Joypolis.
Okay, wow. They have one in Joypolis? What was it, Sonic?
No, it was delicious in dungeon.
They had that in Joypolis? I thought Joypolis was Sega. Am I crazy?
It is, but they had one there.
Oh, okay, wow.
The food was
The food is never good in these cafes.
Yeah.
so with
well-
that in mind, I thought the food at the cafe in Osaka was like pretty good. The drinks were good. I liked the drinks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
It's
been.
kind of hard to fuck up a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they just put like I hate it when they put jelly in it. Stop putting jelly in these fucking drinks.
I don't know. I can fuck with jelly.
No, jelly's fucking. I don't want to. I
He's a
want to
certified
drink.
jelly
I'm a
hater.
jelly
He
hater.
hates jelly.